Tonight's headlines are brought to you in part by Coldwell Energy and McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A fire breaks out in Garapan. A lit cigarette may be the cause. Also tonight, a man involved in a fatal stabbing receives his sentence. And Governor Torres disagrees with the recent court decision. He continues to fight the case. In sports, a local badminton athletes turn to a regional professional for advice. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
I have a phone. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on phone. I have a tablet. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on tab. I have a TV. I have a stick. Ooh, TV on stick. I want my streaming. I want my TV. Ooh, streaming TV.
Northern Marianas, rise up to the challenge! June 17th through June 25th, the Northern Marianas will be hosting the NM Pacific Mini Games 2022. Athletics, badminton, baseball, beach volleyball, golf, tennis, triathlon, VAA, and weightlifting. Visit northernmarianas2022.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks to the Tensulin Foundation, Joe Tendai Foundation, T Galleria, Docomo Pacific, ITNE, NMC, Elan Group, Marpac, Fish Guy Scuba Charter, Atkins Kroll, Glorified City Limit, McDonald's, Mobile, Triple J, NM Tech, and Bank of Guam.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, May 23, 2022. We start you off tonight with some breaking news. Imperial Pacific International has filed a lawsuit against the Commonwealth Casino Commission today in federal court. IPI says CCC has not given them a chance to present its force majeure defense, which may lead to the loss of its license. IPI argues losing their license will stop them from creating jobs on Saipan, and the CNMI will lose potential tax revenues. IPI has requested the court to grant a TRO against the CCC from proceeding with any enforcement actions. They say that they are also anticipating to receive $150 million in financing before the end of this month that will allow them to make payments due to the CCC and other creditors, and that they will resume its operations. Chief Justice Ramona Manglonia granted a TRO earlier this afternoon, putting a hold on the revocation hearing that was set for tomorrow. At around 12 p.m. this afternoon, the Department of Public Safety received a 911 call reporting a vehicle fire in Garapan. Police officers and firefighters blocked off the backside area just below the Ocean View Hotel next to Bank of Guam. As of press time, there is no official report yet, but the fire was controlled and put out as our KSPN team arrived on the scene. Witnesses around the area say that a Club 88 customer threw away his lighted cigarette on the ground, causing a fire to erupt. The case is still under investigation. A Chinese man who stabbed a man to death after a night of drinking could spend less than 3 years behind bars in a plea agreement accepted by a local judge. It was New Year's Eve of this year when a night of celebrations turned dark. After a night on the town, 34-year-old Ling Yang Kong and Shengzi Li were involved in a fight that soon turned deadly. Police say it started as a disagreement. It elevated into a fight, and during the scuffle, the victim was on top of Kong and was strangling him. Kong then stabbed him repeatedly with a pocket knife. The victim succumbed to the injuries and was pronounced dead a few hours after the incident. Kong was initially charged with second-degree murder, assault with a dangerous weapon, and assault and battery. His girlfriend, Lai Kwon-yi, was arrested as well and is charged with accessory after the fact. According to court documents, officers were patrolling the streets of Garapan when they saw the couple and noticed Kong's shirt and face was covered with blood. Police say his girlfriend saw the police. She turned away and went in the opposite direction. It was later learned that she hid the weapon between the shutters of an establishment at the Paseo. In a plea agreement negotiated between the AG's office and the public defender, Kong Ling Yang pleads guilty to 1 count of manslaughter and accepts a jail term of 7 years. However, most of that has been suspended and Yang will receive credit for time served. Kong will be placed on a 3-year probation period upon his release and is ordered to pay restitution of more than $8,000 to the victim's family. Kong was remanded back to the Department of Corrections to begin serving his sentence. Governor Ralph Torres has filed an appeal in the Sinamay Supreme Court on the decision of Judge Bellis dismissing his lawsuit against the JGO. Last week, Judge Pro Tem Timothy Bellis dismissed the lawsuit filed by Governor Torres against the House JGO over its decision to hold him in contempt. Torres and his legal team will be appearing in Supreme Court tomorrow, May 24th at 3 p.m. to appeal the decision. In an 18-page ruling, Bellis states the motion to dismiss was granted because there are no additional facts that could defeat the legislative immunity involved. Bellis says the subpoena issued to the governor falls within the legitimate legislative sphere, which is protected by the speech or debate clause. The court also found that Torres, in his capacity as governor, is not immune to subpoenas issued by the legislative branch as he previously argued. The governor does not agree with the decision, saying it ignores and misinterprets law and precedent. They say not only did it skip over plain text in the Commonwealth Constitution, but it also overlooked some of the most important protections found in federal cases. The Senate has acquitted the governor of contempt charges listed in one of the articles of impeachment, but Governor Torres is still facing criminal charges that include contempt filed by the AG's office. Guam Judge Albert Tolentino will be presiding over tomorrow's appeal hearing. Also in court, the jury trial of a garbage truck driver involved in a fatal collision begins today. It's been more than a year since the death of Raju Mia, who was the passenger of a car that was smashed by a garbage truck at the Puerto Rico traffic light. The driver of the garbage truck, 50-year-old Eduardo Fabia, is being charged with vehicular homicide, reckless driving, failure to obey traffic signal, and speeding. His jury trial began this morning. According to court documents, on February 1st at the red light in Puerto Rico, 2 drivers in a garbage truck for the company Artman was heading south to their office on Middle Road. A Honda Ridgeline with a driver and 2 passengers in the bed of the pickup truck was in the turn lane lane at the light, waiting for the green signal. When the pickup truck made the turn towards the Peace Park, the garbage truck smashed into the side of the Honda Ridgeline. The driver and one passenger of the pickup truck sustained injuries, while the other passenger, Raju Mia, died. The driver and the passenger of the garbage truck had no injuries. Fabia has pled not guilty to the charges. The trial is happening in the courtroom of Judge Bogdan, and the jury was selected today. The trial is set to continue tomorrow at 9 a.m. The island's very own high school students are headed to the nation's capital to represent the CNMI and address environmental challenges. 7 high school juniors have been accepted into the Native Youth Climate Adaptation Leadership Congress, and they will be joining other indigenous groups from across the country addressing cultural and environmental issues. The selected students are from Marianas High School and Cagman High School. The group is set to depart Saipan on June 24th. Their first stop will be Washington, D.C., and then Hawaii. The youth delegation has also come up with a food security project that will be implemented locally as an output of being part of the event. All right, coming up, if you missed Friday's concert, well, don't worry because we have the highlights. Stay tuned.
I have a TV. I have a stick. Ooh. TV on stick. With the Amazon Fire Stick, enjoy live TV and all your streaming apps, all from your home Wi-Fi. Subscribe to DTV Plus for only $35 a month with your link bundle. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi. Ooh, TV on stick.
Yeah. Going for a drive, you can save your life. Come on everybody, you should never take a dive. Better be safe now, you should drive safe now. Click it or ticket, click it or ticket. If you're going for a ride, buckle up, buckle up. From the oldest to the youngest, buckle up, buckle up. Everybody in the streets, buckle up, buckle up. Yo, click it or ticket, click it or ticket.
Before you go for a drive, be sure to put on your seatbelt. This includes all your passengers. Buckle up CNMI. It's the law. Remember, click it or ticket. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
If you're going for a ride, buckle up, buckle up. From the oldest to the youngest, buckle up, buckle up. Everybody.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They're an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. The baseball lights were turned on Friday night, bringing the field preparations one step closer to having baseball return. Our Chris Nelson is embedded with the team and files this report.
Those are the two words that start every baseball game, music to ball players' ears.
Tyrone Omar, right field, Marianas High School. My favorite ball player is Ken Griffey Jr.
John Peter Sablon, went to Marianas High School. I'm a pitcher. My favorite baseball player is Pedro Martinez.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. The pitcher's mound is 60 feet and 6 inches from home, and bases are 90 feet away.
My name is Jacob Abauta. I'm a pitcher. Went to Maui High School. Favorite baseball players, Walker Brewer.
My name is AJ Lizama. I play shortstop. Graduate from Saipan Southern High School. My favorite baseball player is Brandon Crawford.
Baseball is 90% mental, and the other half is physical. Yankee great Yogi Berra said that.
My name is Pat Alafuza. I graduated from Marianas High School, catcher, and my favorite baseball player is Ivan Rodriguez.
Hitting a baseball is hard. You use a round bat, a round ball, and the goal is to hit it square. It's a game of failure. In fact, the best hitters get out 7 out of 10 times. There aren't many jobs that you can fail 70% of the time and go to the Hall of Fame.
My name is Joe Cabrera. I graduated from Saipan Southern High School. I played third base and catcher. And my favorite player is Big Papi David Ortiz.
My name is Jordan Sewell. I played third base, Catman High School. Favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter. Everything about Derek Jeter. Hustles, hard work, and his love for the game. Oh, the camaraderie, especially here on the island. North to south, you have friends, you make friends. You see them on and off the field.
NMI team is looking to make a statement in the Pacific Games. Manny Sablon is the manager and is joined by a dedicated coaching staff.
Gary Cruz, Marianas High School. Coach, favorite player is Pedro Martinez. I'm looking forward to winning that gold, representing the CNMI to the best ability of as a team.
Hi, my name is Darren Gerard Anselon Flores, coaching baseball for 30 years. I'm a head coach for the NMI national baseball team. And my favorite baseball player is Clayton Kershaw. And my high school is Mount Carmel High School. It means a lot to represent our home turf in front of our home crowd, our family, our friends out there. And it's been a dream to try to carry this team to win it all here in our home turf.
Playing at home in front of friends and family and playing a game that you love has special meaning.
I'm very proud. I take a lot of pride to wear NMI on my chest and represent the CNMI on our home turf. It's always been my childhood dreams to gear up and wear color blue and represent. Oh, it means a lot, you know, to play for the CNMI. It's always my dream.
I love the sport. You know, it gives me a thrill, a lot of competition, and hope to bring the GOAT for our people.
LED lights, a new infield, and a new press box will be part of the Pacific Games 2022, and the team can't wait to get on the new field.
To be a part of this team, it means the most. I've been practicing so hard and been training so hard for moments like this to get to represent CNMI.
It means a lot to me because I grew up here most of my life, and you know, I have a brother on this team too. And it's good to have family on the team so our parents can watch.
June 16th, Thursday night, NMI will square off against Guam. That's one day before the opening ceremonies, and everyone will listen for those 2 words: play ball.
Man, what I love about our team is this, you know, bunch of guys coming back together after 3 years and still automatically feeling the click on how to get the game. Just coming around and just enjoying each other before, during, and after practice.
Friday night's concert was the first biggest music festival on island since the pandemic. It was opened by local bands, followed by Hawaii's Stepas and One Rhythm. Mauli got on stage at around 10 p.m. and even though it was raining hard, that didn't stop fans from jamming out with them. Here are some sights and sounds from the Indigo Music Festival. Enjoy.
we must end now before it is. We let it save and protect this place we call home, yeah. If we burn fossil fuels, we pollute the sky. If we kidnap in the water, all the fish will die. We got to open up our eyes and use our minds to find a solution. The human race is such a... So what? That's what we do it to the mother earth we torture. You know we have to change our ways around. The human race is such a... Yeah. That's what we do it to the mother earth we torture. Yeah boys, bring it down one time. Listen to the lyrics, y'all. Now as you gaze over these islands and sea, tell me what it is your eyes perceive. Cause if our ancestors begin to see, tell me would they briefly as a treasure on the beach, not losing full capacity. It's a tragedy, honestly, I just wanted to see what's really happening. Think about the future, think about the kids. They are the people that will rule this world. We have to
All right, folks, don't go anywhere because we have sports up next.
I want my streaming. I want my TV. Ooh, streaming TV. Switch between live TV and your favorite streaming apps with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch your shows in multiple devices all at the same time, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings for only $35 a month with your link bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi. Ooh, streaming TV.
It's okay to take a friend or parent's medication. It came from a doctor, right?
Using someone's prescription is really risky. Taking any drugs for which you have not been medically screened is not only dangerous, but taking an opioid that was not prescribed for you is also illegal. Never borrow and never share prescribed medication. Your life and your loved one's life could depend on it. Talk to your doctor about prescribed opioids. Never mix with alcohol, and remember, never borrow, never share. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The Tan Su Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
And for the KSPN Sports Report, a former Philippine national badminton player and a level 2 badminton coach is here on island to conduct workshops. Badminton Asia Development Officer Ian Hill Pensaneves is on island to help and prepare our national badminton team for the upcoming Pacific Mini Games next month.
Yes, I'm here mainly for to have the players, the NMBA athletes to prepare them for 1 week for the Pacific Mini Games.
Coach Ian is here not only to help our badminton athletes, but also to help and give some pointers to their coaches.
As well as the coaches to give them tips and how to do weekly routines, give them some workshop, and then guide them also how to do some feeding to develop badminton skills.
His first passion in sports was volleyball, but when he was introduced to badminton, he fell in love with the sport right away, and the rest was history.
I was a volleyball player when I was in grade school and high school, and then when I went to college, I had a visit on the training center in the Philippines of the national team of badminton. So from then on, it was like a love at first sight for me. And I just asked the coach if I can try the sport. From there, I never looked back. I trained every day. Then for 4 months, I was able to make it to the national team.
He's encouraging everyone to watch the Pacific Mini Games and to give the sport of badminton a try.
Of course, I'd like to invite everyone to try the sports, and please do watch the Pacific Mini Games that will be on the 17th of June until 25th. But badminton will be on the 20 to 25. Yeah, badminton is the fastest racket sport right now, and definitely, if you start with it, we have our simplest way of enjoying the sport in a fun and safe way.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Hi, I'm Dre, one of the personal trainers here at Goat's Gym, and today we're going to go over the cable lat pull down. Now what we want to remember with machine-based exercises, there's really no right or wrong way of doing it. There's multiple ways of executing the exercise. What you'll often see is lifters executing the exercise in this fashion, and instead of working the muscles of your upper back, you're just irritating the shoulder joint, which is what you don't want. All right, let's clean that up a little bit. Let's sit upright a little bit more. Okay, as you get a full stretch, bring it down with your elbows coming in. So in general, as you set up this way, you're going to be feeling majority of the impulse right here, which is your lats. Okay. He's getting a full stretch and he's getting a full squeeze in the bottom.
And for the KSPN weather report, mostly sunny, east wind around 11 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, east wind around 10 miles per hour. High 88, low 76, a 75% humidity. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with isolated showers, east wind 9 to 11 miles per hour. High 88, low 76. The marine forecast, gentle to occasionally moderate trade winds are expected through the end of the week. Combined seas will be between 2 and 5 feet. East wind 10 to 15 knots, wind waves 2 feet or less, east swell 3 feet. The sunrise will be at 5:46 a.m., high tide 12:50 p.m., low tide 8:13 p.m., and the sunset will be at 6:41 p.m. All right, there you have it. That is your Monday edition of the news, sports, and weather. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a good night, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday.